the group of boys and girls were given an intelligence test. The mean score, mean means average. The mean score, standard deviation score, mean score and standard deviation score, and numbers in each group are as follows. So write down the data what they are given. They are given mean, standard deviation and n values for the sample space. Samples. So here it is, they are given mean, standard deviation and n values. Mean, standard deviation and n values. Here boys and girls. So mean of the boys is 74, mean of the girls is 70. Standard deviation of boys is 8 and standard deviation of girls is 10. Number of groups of boys, they are taking as 12 in numbers. So here 10 in numbers. Groups. Okay, right. So this is a data given for this data. So continuation of question is there. Write down the question. Is the difference between the means if the difference between the means of two groups, girls group and boys groups, significant at 5% level of significant. 5% level of significant. The data itself, they are given that the value of 5% level of significance of T is 2.086. So you can ask, ma'am, there is a difference in the value of 5% level of significance. Previous problem we have taken different value at 5%. Here we are taking different value. It depends on the degree of freedom. So here, as I told you, the degree of freedom is obtained by, so in this T distribution, n1 plus n2 minus 2. Here n1 is 12, n2 is 10. 12 plus 10, 22 minus 2, that is 20. For 20 degree of freedom. Okay, so this is data given in the question itself. This is June 2019 question paper problem. So next what we have to consider, so go for the solution. We have to consider here they represented T. So means we have to go for T distribution. So formula to find T distribution, if we have 2 means T is equal to X. 2 types of T distribution formula we have based on the data. Okay, it is a one sample they are given. So we should go for the first what we discussed in the last class, that formula we are using. If they are given 2 samples, 2 sample means, so we are using this formula. T is equal to x bar minus y bar divided by s into square root of 1 by n1 plus 1 by n2. This is the formula we are using, call it as equation number 1. So next, first anyhow x bar they are given directly. What is x bar given? X bar is the sample mean. X bar is the sample mean of boys, that is 74 given. Y bar is the sample mean of girl, that is given 70. So next they are given what? Standard deviation. So what is the standard deviation? Here if they are given directly the standard deviation, so that will be taken as S1. S1 is equal to 8. It's the standard deviation of our first sample. S2 is the standard deviation of the second sample. So S is the standard deviation of the population that we should find out. Okay, S is the standard deviation of the population. So that can be, if you know the standard deviations of the samples, so you can find the standard deviations of the population by using the formula. So here I am using the formula 1 by, so to previous formula also you can use, that is 1 by n1 plus n2 minus 2 into summation I from 1 to n xi minus x bar whole square. But we don't know x, and we don't know xi's. What is x1, x2, x3, etc. We don't know that value. And yj, y1, y2, y3 values also we don't know. For that we have another formula to find s square. If you know s1 and s2, that is standard deviation of first sample and second sample. This is a formula you should remember: n1 into s1 square plus n2 into s2 square, n2 into s2 square divided by the degree of freedom, that is n1 plus n2 minus 2. This formula can also be used if they are given s1 and s2. So if they are not given s1, s2, you can go for the formula of s square what I used for the previous problem. Okay, right. So now substitute all the values in the RHS, we know it, substitute and calculate. So what is n1 given? So this you take it as a n1 and this you take it as n2. Okay, go and substitute the values. n1 is 12, s1 square, s1, this is s1 and this is s2, standard deviations. Okay, s1 is 8 square plus n2 is 10, s2 square, s2 is 10, again 10 square, divide by n1 plus n2. n1 is 12 plus n2 is 10 minus 2. Now simplify this to get s square. So what you got s square? Anybody? So s square will be 88.4. You will get 88.4. From this you find s. S is equal to 9.402. It is approximately equal to 9.4. So this we got the s value. So now substitute s value and the remaining values in the RHS equation 1. So equation 1 become t is equal to x bar. X bar is 74 what we have here, and y bar is 70, divide by s into s, we got it as 9.4 into square root of 1 by n1. 1 by what is n1? 12 plus 1 by n2. What is n2? n2 is 10. Now simplify the RHS, you will get 0.994. Now compare this with the significance value what they are given at the 5%. So t value what we obtained, that is 0.994. It is less than the t value at the 5% level of significance. So it is less than, right, because we have 2.086. Okay. So then the hypothesis that what we are assuming, there is a difference between the means of the two groups is accepted. So always if it is a less than, the assumption that the hypothesis is accepted. If it is more than, the hypothesis is rejected. That we know it. So since it is less than, the hypothesis that the difference between means of two groups is accepted at 5%, because it is less than 5% value of t, 5% level of significance. So this type of problems what we have in t distribution. Okay, next we go for the one more problem. I will solve one more problem on this, then I will complete the concept. So take down the next question. A group of 10 boys fed on a diet A. A group of 10 boys. A group of 10 boys fed on a diet A. On a diet A, and another group of 8 boys fed on a different diet B. Fed on a different diet B for a period of 6 months. For a period of 6 months, recorded the following increase. Recorded the following increase in weight. Following increase in weight. So write down the given weight for the diet A, the boys under the diet A, the boys under the diet B. So boys under the diet A, that is 5, 6, 8, increase in the weight. 1, 12, 4, 3, 9, 6, 10. So for under the diet B, the boys increase with the weight of 2, 3, 6, 8, 10, 1, 2, 8. These two not there. Okay. So test question continuation. Test whether diets A and B differ significantly regarding their effect on increase. Regarding their effect on increase in weight. So this is what we have to find. Go for the solution. So formula is what they are given. Two dates, that is the two samples they are given. The formula we are using here is T is equal to T distribution. We have to use T is equal to x bar minus y bar divided by s into square root of 1 by n1 plus 1 by n2. This is the formula what we are using to find the T distribution. So we have to find out x bar. X bar is summation of x divided by n1. Okay, so 1 minute. We have to find out x bar. What is x bar now? What is x bar? What's the formula? Summation of x divided by n1. x1 is the variable with the diet A. x2 is the variable. Y is the variable. X is the variable for the diet A and y is the variable for diet B. So add the x values. That means the diet A values. These values you add. So what you will get? 64. If you add all that values, you will get 64 divided by what is n1? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 10 values. 64 by 10, that is 6.4. So similarly, you find out y bar. Y bar is summation of y divided by n2. So you add summation of y means you add the y values 2 plus 3 plus 6 plus 8 plus 10 plus 1 plus 2 plus 8. That will give us 40. 40 divided by 2 less. Here we have 10 values, 2 less values, that is 8. 40 by 8 is exactly, we got 5. So next what we have to find out? So x bar and y bar is over. So in the formula what we have, s we should find out. What is the formula to find s? S square formula we are using here is, since we have x values and y values, s square is n1 plus n2 minus 2 into the summation I from 1 to n1, 1 to n1. So xi minus x bar whole square plus summation j from 1 to n2, second values n2, yj minus y bar whole square. This is the formula what we have to find s square. So we should find out this one and this one separately, then we have to substitute. So now consider summation of x minus x bar whole square. So that is I from 1 to n1. You can take it as xi. So now which is equal to, here we have x1 is what? x1 is 5. 5 minus x bar is 6.4 whole square plus 6 minus 6.4 whole square plus 8 minus 6.4 whole square plus 1 minus 6.4 whole square plus 12 minus 6.4 whole square plus 4 minus 6.4 whole square plus 3 minus 6.4 whole square plus 9 minus 6.4 whole square plus 6 minus 6.4 whole square plus 10 minus 6.4 whole square. So if you simplify this, you will get the answer as what you will get? 102.4 you will get, 102.4. This is one of the important value. Okay, next you go for summation j from 1 to n2 x yj minus y bar whole square. Same manner you consider 2 minus y bar is 5 whole square plus 3 minus 5 whole square plus 6. Here we have next value 6. 6 minus 5 whole square plus 8 minus 5 whole square plus 10 minus 5 whole square plus 1 minus 5 whole square plus 2 minus 5 whole square plus 8 minus 5 whole square. So if you simplify this, you will get the answer as 82. 82 you will get. Now substitute all these values in s square. So our s square will be, so 1 by, what is n1? n1 we have number of terms in the right is 10 plus n2 is 8 minus 2 into the summation value is 102.4 plus 82. If you simplify this, you will get s square as 11.525. So next, you take the square root, then s become 3.395. So substitute all these values in the equation 1. So therefore our equation 1 become t is equal to, substitute for x bar, y bar and all this. So x bar, what we got x bar? What is our x bar? 6.4, right? X bar is 6.4 minus y bar is 5 divided by s. S we got it as 3.395 into square root of 1 by n1 is 10 plus 1 by n2 is 8. If you simplify this, you will get t value as 0.8694. So this is what you will get. Okay, next we have to check the level of significance. So first we have to know the degree of freedom. So in the table, by knowing the degree of freedom, you can check 5% at the level of 2%. So first we have to find a degree of freedom is can be found by n1 plus n2 minus 2. So N1 plus N2 minus 2, that is 10 plus 8, that is 18 minus 2, that is 16. 16 degree of freedom. Okay, 16 degree of freedom. So if you see the table, 5% level of significance at 16 degree of freedom is 2.12. 2.12 at 16 degree of freedom. Okay, so then we have to check at 5% level of significance, we can check. So the value what we got t is equal to 0.8694. It is less than 2.12, that is less than 5% level of significance. So therefore our assumption, what is our assumption? What is our hypothesis? Difference of significance. So thus we conclude that the two diodes do not differ significantly regarding their effect on increase in weight. Okay, effect on increasing in weight. So that we can conclude. Did you clear? Conclusion is that two diodes do not differ significantly regarding their effect on increasing in weight. So that what we consider, there is no difference in the diodes we consider. Yes, it is accepted because it is less than the 5% level. Okay, we consider that as our assumption is that there is no difference. So that is accepted here. There is no difference in the significance of their increase in the weight because of the diet. Clear now? So this is